Good morning. How are we doing today? All right, so today is gonna be just like a cute little chill day in my life. So I'm gonna walk you through I need coffee. What happens when I need just like a chill day? What's going on here? Is it? I think I had my first sit in a few months, you guys. Well, it's only fair, you know? Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing. Stop attacking your sibling. Look at this every time. She'll start again. Luna, get her. You're the dog. Get the cat. Get it.
And I do it again.
Do y'all see how much this cat bullies Luna? Sweet Luna didn't ask for this. Oh, look what else the cat left for me this morning. So Gran grows catnip, and she sent some up with my mom. You wanna see what happens when the cat eats catnip? Brady, you want a treat? Watch this, she'll come immediately. Oh, she's already up here. Do you want some of your treat? Oh my goodness. You're part of this family. You have to work, okay? When the camera's on you, put on a show, baby. Do I think this is the Animal Planet? Like, no, I don't wanna see. I just feel like that was a sound that I didn't need to hear. Okay, anyway, so I have to clean up vomit. I have to water my plants. I have to make coffee. I have to get ready because my friends are coming over today. I've got a few friends that are coming to chill by the pool with me today and then see where the day takes us. This is today's lineup. I've had better. It was probably definitely me and not anyone else's fault. What do y'all think about this angle? Okay, I am also gonna make myself some quick breakfast tacos. Every time I use these, people always ask me where I got them. Automatic salt and pepper shakers. And when you turn them over, I got them off Amazon for literally like 30 bucks for the set. It's so worth it. I'll link them below. All right, so here's the finalized product. I'm going to have these two little breakfast tacos. I'm going to sit down and eat these with today's murder podcast, which is Crime Junkie. You know what they say, one murder podcast a day keeps the creeps away. And that's what I live by. Next, that taco was so good. I really did like that. Next, we're moving on to prepping my skin with SPF for the day. Hello?
Hello, we're here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so my friends are actually on their way up, so we're gonna make this quick. During the mornings, I use this guy. At night, I use the one from my Skin Girl. In the mornings, I like something a little bit more gentle. Should I do a full morning routine? Maybe I'll do a full morning routine one day. Look at those suds, baby. Look at those suds. So first I do a little of the ordinary hyaluronic acid and just really massage that into my skin. I have been loving. I've been wearing both of these during the day. I love how just like clean and fresh they make my face look. This one is the Claro Cassis from Desi. Then this one is the Watermelon Glow Recipe Niacinamide Glow Drops. And they make your face so glowy. Next, I am gonna go in with two different sunscreens today, just because we are gonna be outside so much. Usually I use one of these. This is the Glow Screen from Supergoop. It makes your face look so beautiful. And then this is just a really good serum that I found. Always bring down to your neck. And then, they're here. Lastly, I'm just gonna take, there's the 2-finger rule. So you put that much sunscreen on 2 fingers, and that's like the amount for your face. Okay, I'm gonna go check on my friends. I'll be back. Bye. I wouldn't say this is a look, but this is what we got. This is my friend Drew. He just told me I look like David Dobrik. So.
Am I wrong?
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking
lie? And then this is Charla. She made me who I am. She was my manager for like, too long.
Maybe a bit.
Yeah. Really reprimanded me more than once. And then this is Sarah.
Hey guys.
This is my crew. Okay, we're gonna go swimming.
Parmigiano. Spicy chicken rigatoni.
Is that a pickle in your hand?
Yeah. You know I love them.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's really good.
Where did that come from? Did that come from my refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you when those were purchased.
They don't taste the most fresh, but you know.
Yeah, Annika likes them for her school lunch. It's July. So school has been out since May. So that means I would have had to buy them in maybe, what?
I don't think pickles get old though.
Well, I guess you'll find out tomorrow.
It's a pickle. Oh, pickles are good for like most of the forever, right? It's kind of like honey. But not quite at the level of honey. There's honey than pickles.
Okay, let's maybe Google that before you take that advice.
Several days later.
Now the part of the video that you clicked on this for. Haha. You clicked on this video probably because it says, I quit my job. I did not intend on this being this video. I intended on having a chill day in my life vlog. I have been really nervous to talk about this because I know there's gonna be some negative comments. Like, I know that I shouldn't care, but it's new territory for me. I quit my job. I quit my corporate job. So let me just give you some background. I got my first job right after I had Annika. It was at a little hometown deli. No one would hire a 15-year-old. So I had to just find like people that I knew that owned businesses around town. Didn't even have a bank account. I would literally just sign the check and give it to my mom because I needed to contribute to the household where she was letting me live with my baby. After high school, when I moved to college, I was really struggling of like jobs throughout life have really just been hard because it's a balance of being a single mom and like having a job that pays the bills but also having flexibility to raise your child. Funny enough, when I had first moved to college, I was sitting at a little restaurant, got to chatting with the girl beside me. Turned out her daughter owned a dance studio and they were looking for a gymnastics coach. So that's actually the way that Annika was even able to dance when she was a little girl. I would have never been able to afford it, so I'm so glad she got to have those experiences. And I worked at the dance studio. I loved it. I loved both my first jobs. And then I was an orientation leader for my college, so I would like help incoming freshmen and transfer students, campus tours, and with scheduling and things. And then when I was working at the dance studio, I met this incredible family, twin boys and a girl, and shout out to you, Mary Claire. I used to take her home after dance, and then eventually her mom was just like, do you wanna like maybe help nanny my boys? And I was like, absolutely. So that was actually a job that I could bring Annika with me to their house. They had a pool. Annika was they were kind of Drake's age, and so Annika already like had a really good bond with them, like pretty much first on. So I did that for a while, and the dad of that family actually owned an eye care facility. He was an eye doctor. I worked kind of in the office, just, you know, like calling patients to remind them of their appointments and things. They only needed me while the like main office manager, I guess, was on maternity leave. So this was the point in my college career when I had to make that hard decision to drop out of college. I'm really good at school. I love school. I feel like I could be in school forever, but I just couldn't afford it as Annika turned, I think she was like turning like 7-ish, 8-ish, and she was just needing more money out of me. I had to, you know, prioritize my daughter in our life. You know, not working has obviously never been an option for me. Shout out to my mom. She has raised all of us. We've all had jobs since we were 15. We have worked every single day. Like, none of us since we were 15 have ever not had a job. I told the mom that I was working for, like, I really need something more sustainable and more substantial for Annika and I. And she was like, I have a friend that runs. She was like, don't get scared when I say this, but I have a friend that is the manager of a casket company. And I was like, I mean, I do love Criminal Minds, but whatever, okay. So I was administrative assistant at, I guess I was like 19 when I started that job, or I definitely was not 21 because I turned 21 when I worked there. So I was either 19 or 20 when I started doing the administrative assistant position. I got bumped up to kind of operations where I helped out take pictures of caskets all day long and, you know, just do inventories for like screws and things that you need to make caskets. So I did that for a while. When I was hired in, I was just Monday through Thursday. The warehouse was closed Friday because it was like one of the companies that did 4x10s. So then when I moved to the other role, I told him, I was like, I'm a single, I have to take Annika to school in the mornings. Like, I can come as soon as I drop her off, but I can't come at 6 a.m. because it was 6 until 4:30 every day. And then they just grew a little bit more that they needed someone that would come in at 6. And I was just like, I can't do that. So my manager there, Tanya, who I love so very much, and I learned more from her than I ever did in business school. So if you are a lady and you're in business school, you find a mentor. Actually, that's for any, if you're doing YouTube, find a mentor. Like, find a mentor that's a strong, powerful female, whatever, you know, preference that you feel most comfortable with. And I mean, I truly learned more from her about how to dominate that work field than I ever did in business school. I feel like I just sat down and started spilling my guts, but I guess that's what this whole gig is about. Anyway, so my 2 previous bosses were friends. She actually helped me get a job back with the optometrist. So of course I was still like super close with that family. We stayed very, very close. I would still help out, you know, anytime I could. They actually expanded the eye doctor's office, and so they really needed help. And I knew that I didn't know anything about glasses. I'd never even had an eye exam, but I would have loved to work with that family, so I was going to do it, and was kind of the just front desk, you know, doctor's office lady for a while. I did go to some optician like classes, and I started helping out both of the doctors there. So I just did a little bit of everything and got a lot of experience with eye care. I'm very grateful for that because that changed my life, and I'm very grateful that I even met, her name's Melinda, but I'm very grateful that I met her because she truly will like go down as one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. After that, I just kind of got to a point where all my friends had graduated college, and they had all started moving off. They had all started like kind of the next chapter of their lives, and I did not know what I wanted to do. I mean, I lived in Florence, Alabama, and the cost of living is very minimal there, but that also means that there are not many jobs that you could make more than like 30K a year. I mean, I was very limited, especially somewhere like that with not having a college degree. I just needed more. Not even just financially, I needed more just out of myself. Like, I wanted more. I really wanted to get out and make the most for Annika and I. Now, if I would have been the type of person that wanted to find love and like settle down, there's not a better place to raise children than Florence, Alabama. I love that place so much. It has such a dear like place in my heart, and that's what I claim as my hometown because I had such a great experience there. I love it so much. But I wanted to elevate life for Annika and I. So I started applying for, well, first I talked to my Nana for like 4 hours, and I was like, what do I do? And she was like, what are you doing in Alabama? And I was like, you're right. I know my kind of only option was moving closer to family, and that's what I wanted. I mean, I knew with me being a single mom for the next however many years, like I felt help from my family. So I settled on Nashville, of course, and I didn't want to live right directly in Nashville. Wanted something that felt a little bit more homey for Annika. Franklin is where we settled, and Franklin is like an hour and 30 minutes from my mom, and it was like 45 minutes from my dad. So I was like, that's perfect. And I can look for jobs in Nashville. It's close enough that I can commute and I can work. I have wanted to work, like I literally told my mom, I've told my dad since I was like a baby that I'm gonna work in a building downtown, and I've told my mom so many times, so I didn't care what I wanted to do. I wanted to work in a building in downtown Nashville. So when I started applying, I was like, because I don't have a college education, I need to find something that I know that I'm good at and I have experience for. So maybe that experience will make up for the lack of degree. I applied at Warby Parker. After I applied there, I just stopped applying. I didn't apply anywhere else. Like, I just felt like it was such a good fit, and I was really excited about it, and I got an interview and I got the job. I was so excited. I was so excited. You know, we did it. We moved to this wonderful place, and then it kind of happened again where I was just like, I just feel like we're supposed to be doing more. I feel like we're supposed to be doing more. Now, my time at Warby Parker, I cannot say enough good things about. And that was just, I mean, that will forever go down as one of my favorite chapters. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. But it will go down as one of like the favorite chapters of my life. I met the absolute greatest people. We just had the best time. It was such a great job. But while I was there, Warby Parker is a company that you definitely can move up in. There are so many positions, and our Nashville office was only expanding. So we have they have 2 headquarters, one in New York, and then they opened a second one in Nashville in like probably 2015-ish. Took on some little projects. I will say that I was one of the main contributors to Scout by Warby Parker, which is Warby Parker Contact Lens. Me and my friend Jason actually really did a lot for that, and that's something I'm very proud of. I did a lot of things within Warby Parker, and I just, every time my leader, my manager would sit down with me and be like, well, what do you want to do next? It never was moving up. Like, it never felt like that was what I was supposed to be doing. When I started Warby Parker, it was 2016. Annika was going into 5th grade, and it was prime Jake Paul era, baby. I mean, it was every day bro. We had so much fun watching YouTube together every single day. We would get home, we'd watch Jake Paul's new video, we'd watch Erica Costello's new video, we'd watch whatever drama was going on at that point, we'd watch the Ace Family. We loved this. Like, we loved 2016 kid YouTube. Annika was the one that was just like, I at this point had never even like watched makeup tutorials on YouTube. Like, YouTube just like wasn't a thing where I was from, or none of my friends watched YouTube. Like, it just wasn't really a thing that I really knew much about. Annika, like, jokingly, like every kid in America at this point was like, we should start a YouTube channel. And I literally was like, I love telling stories. I love computer work, editing, designing, whatever. I'm obsessed with like analytics and like marketing. Is this my dream job? So I immediately started researching. At that time, I probably had like 3,000 followers on Instagram. I really started being like, okay, if we can just bring in like an extra $200 a month, like that would help me so much. That would just allow me to like breathe, you know, because we have always not even lived paycheck to paycheck, like lived so below our means. We just didn't have anything that we could do. Like, we didn't have, I couldn't take her on vacations. I couldn't, you know, I've talked about this before. We just were so limited. Like, my job paid my bills and then like that's it. Like, there was no room to like live, and I did not want to live that way. When I came down to the point, I was like, I have to get a second job, but I can't like be a bartender like most of my friends are. A lot of my friends were like singer-songwriters. They'd get little like gigs around Nashville, like working and raising a baby. Like, what other second job is there for me to do? So I looked for like little at-home stuff, and eventually I was just like, okay, let's do this YouTube thing. Everything that I watched, it's so funny because it was so spot on. Everything that I watched was like, it took me 2 years to make 1 penny. And I was like, no, look how funny I am. And this teen mom stuff, we're gonna kill it. I started posting videos in 2018, I believe. It was 2020 when I made my first cent. So it was definitely 2 full years before we ever made any sort of money off of YouTube. We did what we can, we vlogged what we can, and I like taught myself. I mean, it's so, I throw up in my mouth every single time I watch an old video because my editing was just so bad, but I also didn't have any sort of Apple computer. I had a Chromebook that I was editing on. The process for that was just absolutely horrific, but I worked so hard and I taught myself, and every single second that I had, every single free second I had, I was watching YouTube videos on how to be a YouTuber, how to make money from YouTube. And a lot of people say, don't go into it wanting to make money. I kind of disagree. I mean, I think that's even more of a motivator. Like, yeah, don't go into it only wanting to make money, because then you're focusing on the wrong things, totally. But that was my motivator of when a video got, you know, 80 views. That was 80 views I didn't have before, and I tried not to take it to heart when I would work so hard on these, you know, videos, and they would just totally flop. Quarantine, you know, came around, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be my time to like really get my shit together as far as like money. I'm really not gonna have to be doing like gas money or random like whatever here and there. So I sat down with Annika and I was like, I've always said that I was gonna wait till you were my age when I got pregnant to tell you like the whole thing. Do you mind if we film it? And she was like, yeah, of course, like I don't care. So we filmed it, and I tried really hard. I mean, still I'm so cringed by the editing of that video. It didn't even take off at first. It really did not even take off at first. And I put a 60-second clip on TikTok, and that TikTok blew up. And I was like, my time has come. So with us being, I mean, I was putting out like maybe 1 video every few months because I was working so much and was so busy with Annika. I wasn't able to dedicate as much time as you really need to with YouTube. So quarantine really was the only way we were able to even make so many consistent videos, and I still was only doing like once every like 2 weeks or something. Like, it was not good. I just kept going though, and I really truly believe that with so many negative after effects of the pandemic and just like so many negative things period going on in 2020, it will go down for me personally as one of the best years of my life, because I was able to finally just stop and like concentrate on what matters most. And what matters most was building a career of something that I was passionate about. I really just put myself through like what I joke with my friends, YouTube University, and cranked out figuring out how to do this. There have been some hits and there have been some misses, and it has been, you know, hard adjusting to getting so many people's opinions about my life. But I honestly believe that this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is just me. And people that have known me my whole life are just 0% shocked by this. I mean, people that, my family, my friends, people that I've known for years and years and years are just like 0% shocked, because I've always had like a passion about speaking and helping and entertaining, and I just really love it. And there was a moment where I never thought it would be me. I thought that I would be working 2 jobs for the majority of my life. When I finally started seeing the numbers kind of be the same, and I didn't get my first check from YouTube until July, I think, of 2020. 6 months worth of YouTube income and 12 months worth of my corporate income. I made $400 more from YouTube in 2020. And I was just like, okay, wait a second. We could be onto something. I really just started focusing so much time on it, but it was so hard, and I was so mentally unwell because I would work every single day from 9 to 5:30, 5 days a week, 9 to 5:30. It was a corporate job. You can't look away from your computer. Like, I had to be on from 9 to 5:30, and I would close my computer at 5:30, and I would immediately start filming or immediately start editing until like 10 p.m. And then my off days were just film days. Like, I did not have 1 second where I woke up and I just could like take a breath. I didn't realize it because I was doing something. I knew that I needed to be doing that, and I knew that I needed to be working that. So I didn't think that it was affecting me mentally, but I was so exhausted. And I mean, you guys know that's like when my face was really broken out. Like, I was just not the healthiest because I couldn't do anything besides worry about work all the time. Not in a bad way worry, just do it, just constantly be going. Once I realized that it could be a full-time thing, I had to figure out insurance. That's what took me so long. I was really nervous about insurance because obviously I'm in America and we do not have affordable healthcare. And so I really had to do a lot of research on that and figure out what was going to be the best with my, my colon disease. I have a chronic illness, and a lot of insurance companies will like make me pay way more or whatever. And my prescriptions are a lot of money. So I needed something with good prescription coverage. And so that was like a big part of why I took forever to do it. Am I making any points in this video? Have I made literally 1 point? I obviously took off for my breast reduction, and I went back, and for 2 days I sobbed. This was in May, and I just cried both of those days. I was so backed up on knowledge and information. I was so behind. I was overwhelmed. My emails were just insane, and I was just like, is this when I do it? Called an insurance company just to because I loved the insurance I was with. So I kind of just wanted to stick with something like that, and I got a really good deal, and I was like, this is my sign. This is my sign. The conversation I had with the guy at the insurance company was so wonderful and so positive that I was just like, this is a 100% a sign that today is the day. So I chatted with some of my closest friends at Warby Parker, aka Charlotte, that you saw at the beginning of this video, and I was just like, it's time. But this job is, I mean, I hope that I can do this for as long as it makes me and you happy. Like, I love this so much. I love everything about it. It's just simply, I can't even believe that A, that this can be a job, and B, that this is my job. Like, you guys have given, I mean, you simply changed my life. You've changed Annica's life, and we will be so forever grateful, and we will keep putting out content. I'm so sorry that I hid it from you for like a month. I just kind of needed to get my thoughts together and figure out, a schedule. So I know you've been seeing a lot of sponsored videos, but that's because I needed an income. I'm gonna try to start doing 2 videos a week, or at least do like 2, 1, 2, 1, something. But it's gonna take me a minute to figure out a schedule of, I don't maybe work 9 to 5 anymore. Now I work 24 hours. That's literally, I'm on all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, this is just, I actually don't know what to say, because it's just, there's so much gratitude. There's so much maybe I do need to go back to college. There's so much gratitude inside of Annica and I for, why was that sentence so weird? What am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm just so thankful. And I hope that you guys continue to watch us, and hopefully one day we'll have the Jennica and Annica channel. We'll have a Jennica channel, and we'll have an Annica channel. She will be the next Emma Chamberlain. What do we think? Whew. Feels good telling you that. I mean, a lot of you guys have already guessed. A lot of you have been in my DMs. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I will be seeing you more. I will be seeing you even more. So all those times that you guys asked me to upload more, and I would almost start crying because I could not fit one more hour of work in the day. Now I can do that. I am dedicated to you guys, okay? I love you so very much. Thank you for watching and thank you for making this my life. I will not let you down.